Well, good morning guys, and we've come back into the whole rainforest this morning, hoping for some different conditions and following a different trail. And we've kind of walked halfway around now, and it's kind of doubled back on itself already, which is a bit disappointing. We haven't really found anything as yet, but as you can see, the conditions are absolutely beautiful this morning. Beautiful fog, lovely sort of misty conditions. We've got these spectacular forests, but just not seeing anything right at the minute. It's still quite dark, obviously, because it's really early in the morning and there's not a great deal of light anyway, but I can see the odd thing back here which I'm kind of wondering whether I should just grab a shot of. I really like these trees just coming out of the fog on the other side of the river here. I think there could be something there, but I'm going to give it 5 minutes and see what I can find. Now, of course, what's happening is I went for a quick walk into the forest just that way. I came back here and the fog's lifting really fast, so I've just had to grab a shot. I haven't got time to kind of set you up on the back of the camera. But basically what you've got is this row of trees off in the distance there. Now the fog's lifting right out, so I've had to be pretty fast. I've already grabbed a shot as well though. I've got one stand of trees on one side, one stand of trees on the other, and then the fog was kind of just adding a nice little bit of separation. And it was more like a detailed silhouette shot really, but just something stood out to me, so I just stopped to grab it. Nothing difficult, just a really simple shot. And if it's turned out okay, I'll pop it up now for you. Okay guys, so I'm having a bit of a hard time finding anything this morning. It's just one of those mornings where I'm struggling to see anything. But I went for a further walk through this forest area. I've actually come across this scene now which I really quite like. Got this tree off to the left hand side of the frame. Here we've got those two trees behind me there, those two mossy trees through there, which are catching really, really nice light, and that's kind of what drew my eye into it. I'm managing to be able to separate all these trees out quite nicely. As I said, we're getting light now because earlier on it was just foggy, but there's actually sunlight coming through now and illuminating the sides of these mossy trees, and I think that's going to be quite a focus for the subject of this image, to be able to lead the eye through to the light that's happening on those trees through there. But this tree is going to be an important part of the frame as well, because I want to use this tree, because it's a nice curved shape, as a nice sort of frame to the whole image. The only element I'm not 100% keen on is this pathway. running through here. Now I'm not sure whether I'm going to have to clone this out, but it's a bit distracting to the eye. And there is one other thing which I'll have to show you actually through the back of the camera there. There's a dead tree further through, and it's illuminating quite light and bright back there, so I might have to darken that section of the frame. Now the other thing that I was going to have to clone out, but he's disappeared now, is a lesser spotted Gibbs who's just disappeared down the pathway there, so that's not going to be a problem anymore. Anyway, I'll get to the back of the camera and I'll show you the frame that I've got lined up. So as I was telling you, I've got this tree, which is quite a big tree, and it's nice and mossy tree itself, off to the left hand side of the frame there. There's a little fern on that tree actually, up about maybe the middle third off to the left. Now I've positioned myself so I'm not cutting that off, because it's quite a nice little feature to have on there. So I've got this tree framing the image, as I said. The pathway that's running through just down from this bottom left hand side of the frame down here, yeah, I'm finding it quite distracting, so I think what I'm going to have to do is either clone that out or at least darken that area right down so it's not quite as distracting. You've got 2 trees in the frame, so the first one there, the second one, and I've got nice separation in between them all, and then there's those 2 mossy trees which were catching light and are just starting to catch a little bit of light again now. And they're going to be kind of the main feature, as I said. I want to be able to draw the eye right through that frame there. So what I've got set up at the minute is the crop mode again. I've got that crop panel because I really think that works well. I've tried all different crops. I've tried squares, 4x3s, 16x9s, but I think what's happening when I open that crop up too much, you're getting more distractions, there's more going on, and I'm trying to simplify this as much as possible. So at the minute I'm at 125 ISO as far as I can see, f16 at 2.5 seconds because there's still quite dark in here, and I'm just going to grab this shot. Well, hello guys, and welcome to Ruby Beach. We're in the forest this morning and I was kind of struggling in there, to be honest with you. The other place, the Hall of Mosses that we'd done previously, was great, but that spruce trail we went back into in whole rainforest, I was really struggling to find anything. I've got a couple images that I think I'm happy with, but yeah, I was kind of struggling there. So we've kind of made our way down to the coast now, and as you can see, this area is stunning. I've seen kind of images of these kind of places before, but never actually experienced them, and so it's really great to come to this place. You can see we've got all these sea stacks off in the distance here, so there's plenty of opportunities to play with compositions here. I think the little problem we've got tonight, we've come down in the evening, and as you can see, we've got this massive bank of cloud out to sea, and I think we've kind of going to lose the light because of that. I mean, potentially we could still get a nice sunset, but I'm kind of thinking because it's so thick back that way, we might actually lose the light. But still, in case we come back here in the morning and try again, I thought I'll have a look around, see what compositions there are, see if I can find something, and at least get one in the bag tonight. So with that in mind, I'm going to have a look, see what I can find, set something up, and then get you to the back of the camera and walk you through it. Hopefully I can get through this without being interrupted because it's busy down here. I just want to show you the back of the camera. As you can see, I've got a nice strip pano format. And just off to the left of that main rock there, that main island, the light has been happening off to the left-hand side. And I was just capturing it with when that was happening. And I'm slightly late in recording this because I was just having to grab the shots. But as you can see, the waves that are coming in just in front of me here, I'm timing them with a remote shutter here just to capture a bit of detail and interest in those waves. So I'm taking a shot for the waves at a slower shutter speed just to give that bit of interest, and then I'm adjusting my exposure to about 2 stops under just so I don't blow the sky out, because I've been checking, and when I expose for the water, obviously the sky is blowing out. So I'm just taking 2 shots so that I can blend them in post later on. But it seems to be working out pretty well. You can see where I'm focused on is those 2 pinnacles which are just off to the right there. And I think that's about the right sort of area for me there. The sky's not the greatest, it's got texture and detail, but when that light was happening over there, it was looked really nice, it stood out. The thing that's happening, because it's quite dark though, is those rocks out there are kind of silhouetted, which is no bad thing, it still looks like a nice image. So I'm at f16, ISO 100, and I'll grab this shot now.
Hello.
Hello. So that's been a pretty interesting day, eh?
It has been.
Struggled this morning, and it was something different to come down here this afternoon, eh?
No, you're struggling down here.
Now I'm struggling down here. But well, the light didn't really happen, eh? It wasn't bad outside of that little island out that way.
Wow. Yeah, but it's pretty hard to just come to an area and expect great light the very first trip, you know.
And it's hard to come to an area and just find a great shot first time as well.
I mean, I think because it's been so hot inland, we're getting all this coastal fog.
Yeah.
At night comes in, and then during the day it goes out, but it just kind of hovers just out here.
Yeah.
Because it's on the west coast, so we're probably not going to get great light.
It's good in the forests. If it would hang around in the forest, it would be great. But
Yeah,
we seem to get into the forest and it's up high instead of, low. But take what you're given, eh?
Yep.
Been good fun either way.
Yeah, that's all right.
Oh, come on, Adam, show some enthusiasm.
Nah, it's been really good. Really good.
Yeah, it's been great fun. Anyway, guys, we'll catch up with you on the next video. Like and subscribe if you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.